Hello, I'm Eric Singer with Switchbacks FC, your home for everything that is the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. My city, my team. Head coach Steve Trittschuh is here, and coach, clouds, rain, and the fear of lightning didn't stop the Switchbacks from a solid game against Tulsa. Takeaways from that game.
Yeah, you know, there were some good positive takeaways from that game. For the first thing, we got 3 points and we got the win, so that was the main thing I wanted to tell the guys before the game. We have to win our home games and to get in the playoffs, but you know, I thought we controlled the ball pretty well, and once again, we created a lot of chances going to goal. Unfortunately, we're just not putting them away. But you know, Connor Doyle came in and had a really good goal. Taesong Kim gave him a great ball in, and it went off his shin, but it went in the goal. So, you know, there are a lot of takeaways from that game. Defensively, we were good, another shutout, and so we just got to keep the momentum going for the rest of our games.
The team has had a very busy schedule lately, with many back-to-back matches all the way through July. Now that you'll have had a 10-day break for the match this Sunday, how do you think the team will respond to so much downtime?
We had a 10-day break here between games, but we gave the guys a few days rest, but then we got to work this last week. You know, we had some very good trainings this week in preparation for Rio this weekend, and we had a college game on Tuesday. We went up and played Regis University for the guys that haven't been getting a lot of minutes to help us with that depth as we move into the season. So we had a very good week of training here, and you know, this next week with 3 games coming up, it's very important for us to be at our best. And I think the guys are very motivated to come in and play these next 3 games.
Coach, currently the Switchbacks are in a 3-way tie for first place in the Western Conference. What are you doing to motivate the guys to stay at the top now that you're there?
Yeah, the thing is, we need to stay there. And you know, we have 2 home games coming up, which are very important. We need 6 points out of those home games. But you know, the guys should be motivated. It's that self-motivation to be at the top, to get into the playoffs, to be one of the top seeds in the playoffs. And I think they have it right now. And we just have to keep doing what we've been doing and scoring goals, though, in our games. So I think the guys have great motivation, and we're going to move forward with this.
Coach, on the flip side of that, how do you think the team will handle playing 3 games within 7 days next week?
Well, yeah, that's one of the reasons why we had this training game last week against Regis University. We needed to have the guys, you know, that haven't been playing to get minutes, because 3 games in a week is very hard, and we need everybody on the roster to be ready. And so, but we're taking it 1 game at a time. You know, the game against Rio this Sunday is very important for us. We need that 3 points here, and then we'll look ahead to the rest of the week.
If you and Coach Wolde were to play head-to-head back in your prime, who do you think would be the winner?
You know what? That's one of the easiest questions I've ever faced on this show. And so, you know, it's actually well documented. We did play against each other. You know, we played together at the Rapids, but then when I was traded to Tampa and he was traded to New England, we did play against each other. And you know, I just came out of the game every time looking in my pocket, and I know Wolde was right there. So, you know, it's well documented. We just got to go look on VHS tapes back when. But no, we had some good games against each other, and it was fun.
Thanks, Coach. And now let's talk with Switchbacks assistant coach Wolde Harris.
Coach, to give the viewers some context, what is your role in the team as the assistant coach? And give us a quick summary of your time as both a player and a coach.
I started my professional career here with the Colorado Foxes in '96. I got drafted out of Clemson University and actually got traded here by the coach from Atlanta. And then in '97, I moved to the Rapids where I met Coach Trittschuh. And we were teammates for about 3 or 4 years until I got traded to New England. So we have a long history together, in playing wise and actually coaching and playing, and you know, it's just great to be his assistant coach. Basically, you know, Coach has given me a lot of latitude in the last year and a half or so to do a lot more of the team as we progressed in the season. You know, we watch break down video of the opponent both pre-game and post-game. You know, going into games, we want to know what the opponent's doing and what we did right or wrong. That's part of my responsibilities off the field. On the field is obviously training, you know, warming up the team, putting them through the paces technically and, you know, flexibility-wise, and getting them ready, prepared to train.
Back from your days at the New England Revolution, there is a famous controversy over a bicycle kick you used to score against the Rapids. How did you feel after that was disallowed?
I get this question a lot. Obviously, I was very disappointed initially, but you know, the way the game is played, and the way you should play the game, the next opportunity should is right around the corner. And luckily for me, I was able to focus and actually scored, I guess, 2 minutes later. So that kind of made amends for the referee not disallowing that goal, but I was definitely disappointed initially.
If you could impart some wisdom to the young soccer players of Colorado Springs, what would that be?
Practice, 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 practice. The more you practice, the more you get familiar with the ball, and obviously practice makes permanent. Not necessarily perfect, you aim for perfection, but the process of doing it over and over and the repetition will create permanence and a habit. So make sure that you're practicing and practicing good habits.
If you and Coach Steve were to go head-to-head in your prime, who do you think would be the winner?
Enough said. No, we've had some good battles. I mean, obviously, we played together here in Colorado, and we found a lot of success. Went to MLS Cup 1997 together, and obviously played together for quite some time and shared a lot of good memories. But we also played against each other when he was at Tampa and I was at New England Revolution. I believe I scored a couple goals. So if you check the film, you might see a couple goals going in.
Thanks, Wolde. And keep those questions coming. If you've got Switchbacks comments or questions for the next show, go to the team's Facebook and Twitter pages. Coaches and players could answer you on the next show. Thanks for watching Switchbacks FC. Remember, the Switchbacks are at home this week for 2 games. Circle on your calendar Sunday, August 21st at 1:30 against Rio Valley FC. And at home against OKC Energy at 7 p.m. Wednesday the 24th. Support your team. I'm Eric Singer. We'll see you next time. Go Switchbacks!